Alright, people. Back again, another episode of the Real Sports Talk. Me, myself, Dog C, you know who I am. And I got a special guest with me today. My guy, my coach, JB.
My man.
What's down, man? Tell the people about yourself, bro.
Alright, I'm Coach JB over here at the Sweatboxx. I've been doing this for a little while now. I'm a former amateur boxer. I used to fight under the legend, Coach Rob Williams. The legend. Have many fighters. So now it's time for me to do my thing. I plan to continue the teachings and change lives through my service, my boxing service.
Yes,
Thanks for having me.
Oh
Joe.
yeah, man, no problem. I appreciate you, man. So I want you to tell the people, man, tell them a little bit about the Sweatboxx, what you got going on here, man. Talk to them.
Alright, this platform, it was designed to change lives and also give people opportunities. When I used to train, I didn't really have a platform to start off with. So we offer different services here. Trainers can come, pay a fee, and once they pay their fee, they can train their clients here. They can call it their home. Here we have no bosses. I'm not my partner's DJ boss. DJ's not my boss. I'm not nobody's boss on the team. We all work together because we're stronger together than apart. And we are going to offer boxing and fitness, and we're gonna do it like that. Let's get into it, man. Talk to me, Drew.
First of all,
Tell
I'm
me
gonna
something.
say,
I'm waking up. It's hot in here.
It is hot in here, man.
Yeah.
Listen, as you can tell, they call it the Sweatboxx for a reason. So when you come, you gonna get what you need. You dig what I'm
Absolutely.
saying?
You can't cook with cold grease.
Straight
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
So I guess my first thing to ask you, man, like, what does boxing do for you? Like,
Boxing is therapy, man. It's very therapeutic. Boxing is very therapeutic, man. I use it to help change individuals' lives. The way I grew up with the lack of a father figure for a few years or whatever, I found strength through fighting, and it's just a gift that God blessed me with. I truly believe that boxing is my ministry, because when people come to me, it's not just about that or whatever. While we're training, I have conversations with my clients. They open up to me. They tell me a lot of their deepest, darkest secrets.
right.
I've been talking to them. My bad. Like I ain't did this before, whatever. But yeah, they tell me their deepest, darkest secrets. I can tell some people they battle with like mental health.
Right.
A lot of people want to be a part of something.
Right.
And I absolutely love working with the youth, man,
Right.
because once this service hit them, it give them a fresh start. It give them hope. It give them strength. I'm able to build their mind, and I'm able to get in their heart. And I show them they can trust somebody. I let them know that they can have somebody. I use this platform to be the father to the fatherless.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's really important, man, because like you said, a lot of people need a place where they can just be themselves and kind of open up. And I ain't gonna, even for me, man, like me getting close with you through this whole process, man, it'll help me just applying some of the ways of boxing to life. You know, that's just that whole mental attitude, you know, that you gotta have, like how you approach a fight. That's how you can approach life too. I got a lot of different views, so I appreciate that.
And the way this whole thing is set up, when you in here fighting, it's just like in life. When you in here fighting, nobody can help you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if you can hear the coach voice, like once we get in here and we start training, right? And when you sparring, I'll be on the outside. It's just like in life. You know, when you're going through life and you got God to listen to, that's your coach.
Right.
That's the only voice that you need to hear and pay attention to.
Right.
He plays peace upon you, so you be led by peace, and that's how you know what to do. You can convert that to boxing.
Okay.
When you inside this square circle, somebody's trying to attack you. This is life. You battling with life, right? Okay. I'm your coach. If they over there dancing, if they over there dropping weights, there's a lot of commotion going on. It's somebody after you, and it's life. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got the bad guy, the devil. You know what I'm saying? This is how you can convert that. I'm on the outside. I can tell you what to do. You should trust me. But at the end of the day, you in here by yourself. And the training, where the training comes in, if you do everything you're supposed to do as far as conditioning, And if you condition your mind also, it's more than just conditioning with the weights. But if you condition your mind 100%, then you will not lose.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Being the best is a mentality. You get what I'm saying? I'm the best ever, that's a mentality.
Right.
So if you condition yourself, you will always win. If somebody get the best of you, it's not a loss, it's a learning experience. You know what I'm saying? But when you inside this ring, I always think about if you didn't do what you're supposed to do, that's the day you might get a black eye. If I ask you to do 10 push-ups and you do 9 and you cheat me, when you get in here, you get a black eye that day. You know what that is?
That's like this, right?
Yes, absolutely. Go ahead.
Okay, so
talk to me, Joe.
So that leads to my next question. What is the most important key factor that you offer, like when it comes to your services and what you do?
I'm a medicine eliminator.
Right.
I strengthen the mind. I strengthen the heart. I build confidence.
Okay.
I teach discipline. I strengthen you on the outside, and I make sure the inside is taken care of.
Right.
And I give you hope, and I give you something to fight for. And if you can win in here, you can win out there.
Right.
And everything you learn in here, it'll help you defeat life out there. You know what I'm saying?
And I think that to kind of take away from what you're saying, the hardest part about life, or the biggest battle you ever fight, is here.
It's in your mind. Yes.
So once you can conquer this, then I feel like you can conquer everything.
Absolutely.
So I agree with you. But tell me, as you see people doing their progress and all that, what does it do for you mentally? Like, or just how does it make you feel to see you making other people stronger? Whether it's your body, the mind, all the way around. Like, what does that do for you as a person? Talk to me.
That's an amazing question. It fulfilled me, man. It gave me hope to go on. It let me know that I'm in the right place. It let me know that I'm walking in my purpose.
Right.
It just add fuel to me, man.
Gotcha.
And I be feeling like God be adding days to my life.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
And I try to give everybody 100%. You work with me.
Yes, I know.
You know, you work with me. You know, you can always be honest with me about anything.
Right.
I feel like I give everybody 100%. Right. It takes away from me, but at the end of the day, it adds to me. God adds to me. You know what I'm saying? Because once I finish working with everybody, when I go home, that gas tank be empty. Yeah. But it takes away from me, but God add other things to me. Yeah.
Like it works, but it's a debate show, or a debate podcast. So now we're gonna really talk about some boxing.
Let's get to it. Let's get
right
to it.
now. The sport of boxing, I want you to know, like, of course, you box yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Think about today's time, like you see boxing now,
yes,
and what it was generations ago, like the 90s or in the 80s. What do you feel is different? Is it better, or now, or back then? Like, how do you feel about it?
Great, another amazing question. I would say now versus then. We'll speak on the financial part of boxing. Now, boxers are allowed to make more money. Right. Because of Floyd Mayweather, he came in and changed the game. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Floyd Mayweather came in and changed the game. Now we have a great promoter. His name is Al Heyman. He is out there. He's been blessing a lot of fighters.
Right.
I can name a few fighters such as Adrian Broner. Mm-hmm. I saw what he was making. I used to do a lot of research and studying. I saw what he was making before he met Al Heyman. He was making a few figures. But now, like I remember he fought Paulie Malignaggi. That check was like 1.5 million, and that's when he was upcoming. We're around the same age. Floyd Mayweather, I saw when he was with HBO, what he was making. He got with Showtime. He asked for a deal. He had a 5-fight deal. Right. And he got $100 million. Right. I mean, it's amazing. Yeah. And now I'm gonna move on to speak on as far as competition, like boxing, the competitive side. Back then, I liked the fact that the best fought the best.
That's what I was.
Ali would fight anybody. Right. Yeah. Roy Jones fight anybody. Sugar Ray Robinson fight anybody. All the GOATs, they fight anybody. Now, Fighters, they want to pick and choose who they'll be. Yes, they'll pick and choose. They think they can do what Floyd did, but they forget Floyd fought everybody. He was willing to fight anybody, and once he started making the money and he started getting towards the end to retire, and he got in that direction, he started picking his fights. Because it's like I said, you can compare boxing to life. Me, myself, I believe in getting the biggest reward for less punishment. Alright, let's move on. I'm ready to get to that talk.
We gonna get there, because you said some things I ain't agree with.
I know. But okay, go ahead.
Right now, what do you think is the best division in boxing? Me, I would say the welterweight division. They got a lot of heavy hitters up top, man. But I mean, you follow the sport just like I do.
Yes.
Who do you think, or what weight class do you think is best?
I agree with you when you say welterweight. I'm so sad in my heart that the GOAT, the GOAT he retired. Okay. But I say welterweight, and also I say lightweight. I really like Gervonta Davis. I like Devin Haney. I like Tevin Farmer. He know how to swim without getting wet.
Okay.
Yeah, he know how to swim without getting wet.
I got a fight to ask you about, and not to cut y'all. What about Manny Pacquiao, man? Because he done been through some generations, and he kind of still on top right now. So what do you think about Pacquiao? Because I think that one fight that I always wanted to see that I didn't get to see was the Manny versus Floyd before Manny started to take his decline.
You want to talk about it?
Yeah, because I think Floyd ran for that fight.
Oh my gosh. Who you think would have won? If Pretty Boy Floyd, because people don't know the difference between Pretty Boy Floyd and Floyd Money Mayweather. So do you think Manny Pacquiao could have beat Pretty Boy Floyd?
At that time, yes.
Why?
Because I think he was just as far as hand speed, he was just as fast. And I think that his power would have been a problem for Floyd.
Wow.
Because I think that he would have been one of the few fighters that Floyd fought that would have able to, because I think to me Floyd's best fights were Cotto and Manny Machado, right?
Yes.
Because they the only two that I can say they probably made them fight
Cotto,
the whole fight.
Yes, and Floyd did an outstanding job. It was easy work, and after the fight, he had to go and do some time, 90 days in prison. But I like what you said. The Pretty Boy Floyd, he was stronger, he was faster, he was banging people out, he was knocking people out. Manny Pacquiao, people was at the particular time, people saying who is, no one knew who Manny Pacquiao was. He all of a sudden got big, started knocking people out.
Terrorizing people.
Man,
that's what he was doing.
When Pretty Boy Floyd was making noise, the boxers that was hot was Oscar De La Hoya, easy work. Shane Moses, easy work. Manny Pacquiao, where was he? So I think Pretty Boy Floyd would have knocked Manny Pacquiao out, but Floyd Money Mayweather, the comfortable Floyd, who don't bang a lot, he just all about defense, He pick shots all around the ring. He don't bang with nobody.
He would have lost that fight.
Come on.
Just be honest.
He made it look easy.
Because I don't see Floyd as a knockout artist the way you talk about it, like he would have knocked Pacquiao out. No, that man was, and he was hitting, his punching power for that size was unheard of.
Yes, Manny Pacquiao, he had incredible power. He still has incredible power, but he did blow up overnight. Pretty Boy Floyd was knocking people out. I think back when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, we had 21 knockouts. A lot of people hit the canvas. I say his toughest challenge was Emmanuel Augustus.
Okay.
He changed his name to Emmanuel Augustus. When he fought Floyd, he was Emmanuel Burton. But now he changed his name to Emmanuel Augustus. Floyd gave that man the best work. And Floyd said it in the interview. He said, my toughest opponent was Emmanuel Burton. But Manny Pacquiao, he don't stand. If Pretty Boy Floyd, if he would have fought him early on, it would have been a dog fight.
Yeah.
But he he's smart. He waited till Manny Pacquiao got drained, got a little old up in age, but they still around.
I feel like he was kind of nervous, so he didn't want to
run
into it.
Oh my God!
He waited till Pacquiao hit the canvas a couple times and come be like, you know what?
Smart.
Okay.
Yeah,
but you know what?
He playing chess with that boy.
Yeah. Now that we on that subject, since you speak so highly about Floyd,
let's talk about it.
And who is the GOAT? Now we talking about the greatest of all time.
The greatest of all time is unquestionable. Inside and outside the ring as a fighter is Floyd Money Mayweather. Floyd Money Mayweather, the best fighter to ever lace up a pair of boxing gloves, and he did it with such class and such beautiful fashion. And I would not be sitting in this ring right now had I not met Floyd. I seek and seek for a hero.
Right.
When I saw Floyd, well, Floyd Mayweather and Muhammad Ali were my heroes growing up. Muhammad Ali taught me about character. I learned character, how to carry myself from him. But Floyd Money Mayweather, I learned business. I saw the lifestyle, and it made me hungry, and that's where this come from. He sparked the flame in me. He let me know that I could do anything. I can have anything I want, and I'm like that now. Like I imagined this, and it appeared. You get what I'm saying? And I know I know I can have and do anything. And I have I'm the best ever mentality. It's a mentality. Even when I didn't have the best, I still said I'm the best. Ali is nothing cool about taking punch. It's nothing cool about getting hit in the face and laying on the ropes. He created the rope-a-dope with George Foreman. I'm talking about beating, banging all on his body until you got time. I never do that.
But see, to speak on that, to put write history about the rope-a-dope, that was after the prison sentence. So prior to that, he was a heavyweight with the speed of a middleweight. He had the hand speed of a younger, not a younger, but a smaller person. Yes. So he was that fast as the heavyweight. Yes. And his defense was great. Right. Then, prior to the prison sentence, it was just, you couldn't touch him really. Yes. So then he went to jail. That's when he came back. He had to kind of reinvent himself a little bit. Yes. I don't necessarily agree with the rope-a-dope. I understand what you're saying about taking the punishment, but it worked for him a lot. Like some of his rivals, you can consider them some of the top fighters of all time. Like George Foreman and guys like that, those are on people's top 10s, top 20s of boxing all the time. Yes. I can't say that about Floyd. I can't say that Floyd had a rivalry with a top boxer, a top great. Right. The closest thing to that was Pacquiao. I guess we can put him down as one of the top fighters ever. When it's all said and done. Yes. I'm not gonna say top 5 or top 10, but how basketball got a top 50, you could probably put Pacquiao in the top 50. But the knock toward that is he didn't fight Pacquiao in his prime. Right. So I agree. As far as outside of the ring, Floyd is the best. Yes. As far business-wise. But one thing that I admire Ali about, like what's going on with society and the things that black people having to deal with, he dealt with those hands-on, inside and outside of the ring. So he's my GOAT, and that's why.
I love it, and I think he's most famous for that. Hold on one second. So a lot of people don't know that about Ali. A lot of people just like him for fighting, but they don't understand what he stood for. Right. He was talking about then what is going on now. Right. Just to piggyback off what you were saying. Right. That's one thing I got from him too. Like stand for something. Right. He said impossible is nothing. Right. As you see, what I asked the artist to write on the wall. He said a person who the courageous quote. You know what I mean? I got that. That impossible is nothing. He also taught us to don't back down to what's going on. Right. And his character, man, the way he loved people. Right. The way he loved people. And he wasn't a yes man.
That's what I like.
He went in the courtroom and told them, no, I'm not going across the world to kill some innocent people. Right. That ain't did nothing to me. Right. but y'all won't fight for me over here in my country, in America. You know what I'm saying?
We have no problems to this day.
Yes, absolutely. That's crazy.
So, it's one thing I want to say, and this is outside of the debate right now, man. This is a black man
I got another one for you too. Go ahead.
This is a black man seeing what's going on, man. I just like to say I'm happy that you're doing what you're doing with everything in the world. Like it's like the odds are stacked against us. So
yes,
to see another man succeed, man, that's big for you.
Gratitude.
But I want you to, because I know you got one more thing you finna say about that topic. So go ahead and get it out the way.
I got one question to ask you because that's about to come up, you know, and we must drop it. Who do you got with Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. who is on this wall? Who do you got and why?
Well, a lot of people, I don't know if they remember this or not, but they were supposed to fight in their primes.
They did.
Roy turned the fight down because he said it wasn't enough money.
Mike
agreed to it. So I'm saying it now and I'm gonna say it then.
Yes.
I think he gonna knock Roy out.
What?
He would have knocked him out then. He gonna knock him out now.
I'm going for Roy Jones. I love talking to you. Man. We can debate all day.
Okay.
I'm going with Roy Jones because I believe he have the ring IQ and he's smart enough to know to keep Mike Tyson on the outside.
Right.
I'm predicting it now. We're gonna watch it in the Sweatboxx.
Okay.
He got the ring IQ. He's smart enough to keep Mike Tyson on the outside because, in my opinion, and from my study, my research, he really can't box. I think he started getting knocked out when he started facing people who boxed him, meaning he kept him on the outside. When a short person fight, right, they strengths are on the inside.
Right.
When a person such as my size, my caliber, you know, who has my distance and my reach, I'm supposed to keep you on the outside. Right. So Roy is longer than him. His reach is longer than him.
Right.
What I'm thinking, Roy is going to outbox him, and luckily, Mike Tyson, hopefully, he can avoid Roy Jones' left hook. I see him get knocked out with a left hook and a right hand. I think Tyson might hit the canvas.
You think so?
I think he might hit the canvas.
Well, that is yet to be seen.
We're gonna watch it in the Sweatboxx.
That's what's it, man. But listen, I appreciate you,
yes,
man,
sir.
for this interview, my guy.
Absolutely.
I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yes, sir. Listen, y'all know what it is. The Real Sports Talk. Like, subscribe, share. My guy, he bless us, man. Another thing, y'all know what to do. Y'all need some good training, fitness. Come to the Sweatboxx, man. That's all for us.
Gratitude, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, thank you.
Yes,
it's
sir.
always a pleasure, G.